Welcome back, users. So in the last video that was released day before yesterday, we have seen the installation of Fedora Linux 36 beta version. So in today's video, we will continue further and do a detailed review of the Fedora Linux 36 beta. So I already booted up the Fedora Linux 36 beta. On the first boot up after the installation, there is a welcome screen and you have to do the settings. Small setup is there to set up the user and the services. So first, on the first click, you have to do a location service. Do you want to put the location services on or off and automatic problem reporting? So that is the ABRT. So you can opt out from both. I have opted in. Then next, now Fedora has got some access to third-party repositories like Flatpak and their own Copper. Copper is just like GitHub. So the contributors can upload their apps to the Copper repository and it will be available to the users. So if you click on this, it will enable the third-party repositories. Plus there will be some non-free software also available in the third-party repositories, which the user can take advantage of. So I click and enable the third-party repositories, and I recommend all the users, all the viewers who are watching this video, that whenever they install Fedora 36 on their laptop, they should enable the third-party repositories, because otherwise anyway you will have to add those repositories afterwards, so it is tedious. Better to enable the third-party repositories from the start only. It will be very easy and user-friendly. So I enable the third-party repositories. I will show you what kind of third-party repositories get enabled later on when we open the store, Genome Store. Then I will click next now. Okay, the setup is not responding. We wait, or we give another click. Okay, so it is enabling the third-party repository in the background. That's why it is slowed down. Anyway, in VMs, the system slows down. Okay, we wait. We will not click any more, because that will further slow down the system. Okay, it should not happen, but it is happening right now. Let me change my network. Maybe changing of network will help. Let's see what happens. Okay, now it should happen. I have changed the network from a slow network to a little faster network. That should solve the problem. So what we can do is we can turn off and then again connect. Okay, now that has solved the issue. Now we connect again to the network. Okay, now the welcome screen asks you to whether you want to do a connect to your online accounts. The Google, Nextcloud and Microsoft are available. So right now we will not add any. We will skip the step. And now it asks to add the user. So I put my short name here. I put a short password. So it is telling me it is a weak password. Okay, I do a okay, it will accept the password. All done. Now you can start using Fedora Linux. So this is the on the first boot up. This is the welcome screen, new new wallpaper. But we will check out the wallpaper later on. First, we take a tour. So let us start the tour of the Genome desktop. So you can get an overview. You can use the super key. Okay. So this is the overview. Okay. Super key is also activating. Okay. Okay. Get an overview. Okay. Okay. Then just type to search things. So if I start typing something, right now it is not happening, but when you do it on the bare metal, it will work. Keep on the top with the workspaces. Okay. Up and down for the overview. Okay. And left right for the workspaces. That's it. Have a nice day. This is now we talk about the wallpaper. So this is the new latest wallpaper. Many will like, many may not like. It is objective. I personally don't like it, but what I see in this new beta version, that the edges, the top bar is now very flat and black. So it is different kind of black. Earlier it used to be gray. So now gray, you see it some dark gray. Now it is total black in color, and the screen looks more flatter. So if you check, everything seems to be more flat than earlier. Yes, you can see this color. This is earlier this was gray. Now if I escape, now this panel is totally gray and flat, very flat, and it is more snappy than the Fedora 34 and little more snappy than Fedora 35. There is a watermark here at the bottom, that is Fedora. So everything, the panels and everything, the windows appear to be more flat, more sleek. Yes. Add weather location. Let us see. Yes. Everything, all the windows appear to be very flat. You can put Ahmedabad. So in Ahmedabad, it is right now 39. Feels like 45. It is very hot right now. There is heat wave going on. Okay. Now let us check out the applications. So contacts, weather, clocks, maps, photos, videos, calculator, document, settings, Fedora, system monitor. Boxes is by default there. So in other distro Genome desktop, the boxes is not installed by default, but in Fedora it is installed by default. LibreOffice, terminal, then utilities are there. Utilities is disk usage, connections, and gdisk, image viewer, document viewer, characters, fonts, logs, and problem reporting. Then help is there, rhythm box, keys, text editor, and tour is there. So this is the vanilla Genome. It is very beautiful. They don't there are no games, no extra apps are there, only just the right amount of apps to start the user and make him productive immediately. Now let us check out the Genome Store. So the software catalog is being downloaded every time the system boots for the first time. Even the software Genome Store window is very flat. And this white is not intrusive to your eyes. It will not say bother your eyes. It is different kind of white shade. So I can feel this immediately. Earlier in some of the distros, the white is very bright. So very white light, so it strains your eyes, but this white is different. You can happily watch the screen for hours together with this black. And also I keep the brightness also less. That is also reason that it is not bothering my eyes. So we wait for the software catalog to be downloaded, because I have to show you the third party repositories which were enabled from the welcome screen. So you should know what kind of repositories get enabled and how are they useful to you. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. Meanwhile, let us check if there are some other. Let us check out the wallpapers if there are some other wallpapers included. Okay, so there are two themes are given, light and dark theme. If you toggle, it will become dark. It is light. Then the background also. If you click, okay, so what they are doing is, if it is a light theme you have selected, then the left side wallpaper will be activated. If you go for the dark, you see the second part of the wallpaper, that is the second wallpaper, will be activated. Same for this. So if it is dark, this wallpaper is selected, and if it is light, I choose here, then yes, so the first wallpaper will be selected. So it is very good change on part of Genome. So yes, looks, if I go, it will immediately change. Okay, yes, this is the, for say, if I choose the default wallpaper and I choose the dark theme, then it should change to this, but it is not changing. Okay, so it for the default wallpaper, the wallpaper will not change when you change the theme from light to dark or from dark to light. But there is a darker wallpaper is also available. You can see here, it is available. Okay, so this is cool. This is the Fedora wall. Oh yes, very good. I like, it is good wallpaper. Okay, then we check out what happens when we choose this wallpaper, whether it changes. No, there is no change in the wallpaper as such. Only the first 4 wallpapers you can change the wallpaper when you change the theme. For others, the change of theme does not matter, they will look the same. Okay, there are 2 more wallpapers at the bottom where the style or theme change will change the wallpaper. Yes, this also will do. Okay. Go for dark. Yes, it is happening. Okay. Okay, so meanwhile let us see whether the, okay, the software store is still being downloaded. Maybe there is some network issue right now. Let me check, because a few minutes back we had changed the network from slow to fast, but still software catalog is not downloading fast. So what we can do is, we can go ahead and we check out the settings menu. Okay, so we already are in the settings menu. So this is the network menu in the main settings menu. So here wired, VPN and network proxy can be set. Then this is the Bluetooth settings menu. Then the appearances that which we already scene, and from here you can add your picture of your choice, wallpaper of your choice. Then notifications is there. Okay, this is the problem reporting tool, ABRT for Fedora. So if you have got any problems, any bugs you notice, you can report through this and log a call. Search, so application search and search location, which folders you want to uh, enable the search on, and which folders you don't want the search. Say there might be some private folders you don't want the search to go inside the folder, so that you can manage here. So you can add the folder locations also here, like desktop. You can add any folder you can add here, and these are the default folders which you can toggle yes or no. It is very nice feature. Then the multitasking, so the hot corner, active screen edges, dynamic workspaces, fixed number of workspaces, everything is given. There is multi-monitor also, workspaces on multi-monitor. So what will happen is, if you choose the multi-monitor, then one workspace you can keep on one monitor, other workspace can be opened on the other monitor, and workspaces on all displays. So the workspaces can be checked, seen on all the displays. So the displays are not, you can say, tied to only one workspace. So you can watch all the workspaces on all the monitors. And the application switching, include applications from all workspaces. So you can switch the applications. So from any workspace, you can watch. You can switch the application from workspace to other, and include applications on the current workspace only. So you can switch the applications from the current workspace only. So you cannot have watch the applications from other workspaces. So only the current workspace. Then applications is there. So here you can open the, okay. So you can toggle the application, specific application settings. You can do the notification settings and the search setting for each. What is the view details? Nothing is, it is not working. So like this, we go ahead now. Okay, and these are the privacy settings. So camera, microphone, you can set the application settings. So which application can access your camera, microphone, and the Thunderbolt support. Then the file and trash history. So you can toggle the file history on off. The file history duration forever. You can put it from 1 day to 30 days or forever. Then you can clear the history with just one click. Then the trash temporary files. So you can automatically delete trash content. You automatically delete temporary files from here. Automatically delete. Period is 30 days. You can keep it from 1 hour to 30 days. So every 1 hour you can have your trash and temporary files get deleted, or you can do it after interval of 30 days, and in between intervals are also available. You can empty the trash with one click from here. You can delete temporary files with one click from here. The screen lock is there, so you can configure your screen lock. So the screen blank delay from 1 minute to never. So 1 minute, 2 minutes, there are different intervals are available default. Then automatic screen lock you can toggle. Automatic screen lock delay also you can toggle from 30 seconds up to 1 hour, and show notifications on all lock screens. So this is a privacy feature. If you click off, then no notifications will be showed on the lock screen. And this is the diagnostic. So problem reporting, if you click on, automatically your problem will be uploaded to the ABRT, or via the ABRT to the Fedora servers. Then okay, sharing also, let us see. So computer name, if you want to, okay, you have to toggle this setting on or off, and then you can toggle individual settings. So for file sharing, if you require password, so you can have a level of security here, and which network you can allow the file sharing through, that you can toggle it from here. Remote desktop, RDC, or RDP from here. The media sharing also, music, which folder you want to share. You want to share your music, videos, pictures, or all, or you can add even default folder also, different folder also, and which network. So you can do it through the wired connection 1, 2, 3. There might be multiple networks, so you can do it from here. Then the Genome online account. So in the welcome screen only 3 were available: Google, Nextcloud, and Microsoft. Therefore I skipped that page because I know when I go inside the Google account setting, I will get a host of clouds where I can connect. So Google, Nextcloud, Microsoft, Flickr, Foursquare, Microsoft Exchange, Fedora, IMAP, SMTP, and Enterprise Login, Kerberos. Sharing we already done. So this is the sound settings. You can do all the sound settings, and for your input output devices as well as system sounds you can configure from here. And the power menu is there. So balance. So there are two power modes: balance and power saver. You can choose either one. I think they should have added a third power mode, that is the performance. So maybe that could help when users are doing heavy multitasking or playing games. So there should be a one performance mode also. Screen blank, 5 minutes automatic suspend. You can do the settings from here. You can input the delays. The display is there. So night light right now is off. We can do it on. Okay, and control the color temperature. Then go back. The refresh rate is 75. Yes. So here you can see the refresh rate is 75 Hertz. Though the default should have been 60 Hertz. In India it is normally 60 Hertz, but the refresh rate is slightly better, and so you get a better viewing experience with Fedora 36 compared to the older Fedoras. So there were 60 Hertz, I think. So this is an improvement. Maybe later on, maybe next one or two releases, after one or two releases further, you will get a 90 Hertz display also. Of course, that also depends on the physical hardware also, but they are improving the display. So it is a joy to work with the system when it is comfortable to your eyes. So mouse and touchpad. So you can change the primary button of the mouse from left to right or right to left depending on. Then the keyboard is there. So right now input source is English India with rupee. You can change that later on also. So then you can have keyboard shortcuts, special key entries, input source switching. You can switch the input sources individually for each window. That is practically for each app you can have a input source switching. Now this is the printer setting. This is the basic printer setting. You can add HP leap also later on. If you have got a HP printer, you can add Epson or Brother printer manager also later on. So that depends on which printer you want to configure. Then the removable media, select how media should be handled. So different media it is given: software, photos, music player, DVD, and all. Then the color. So the monitor, you can add the different ICC profiles which are non-free. Then the region and language settings. Then you can have accessibility settings. So here the accessibility menu will come on the top bar. You can choose what you want to toggle on or toggle off. This is the user setting. Okay, there is some hearing also. Yes, the visual alerts are also there. So for the hearing impact, the system will interact with the user from using the visual alerts. Then the typing settings are there. Pointer and clicking also. So Fedora system tries to be as much as possible user friendly, and it tries to cover all the users. So normal general users plus the differentially abled users. users, then the default applications you can set. Right now the mail application there is no default. Okay, we can set it later on. Date and time settings you can do from here, and about. Okay, so the Genome version used Fedora 36 beta is 42 beta. Okay, and the windowing system is by default Wayland, and virtualization is KVM, software updates, disk capacity. Okay, that is all not necessary. What was necessary is Genome version, that is 42 beta, and windowing system. It is using Wayland by default. You can fall back to X11, I think, but Wayland is default. And Fedora, since last two release, I'm seeing Wayland works very fine. I didn't have any problems. Now, okay, so it has completed. Now, yes, here. This is what I wanted to show. The software repos. It's taking time little bit. The best thing about Fedora I like is there are no games installed. So what happens in if you install Debian, there will be lot of games. At least more than 10 to 20 games are there in the Genome desktop pre-installed. That I don't like. Now, many others will like. Depends on your age group and other your likings and dislikings. But I don't like games. So for me, Fedora is better. You can install the additional codecs from here, fonts, input sources, and the localizations. So you can install the software for the localization. What we do is we close this down once, then reopen it. So I think that should solve. Okay, here it is on checking the updates. You see it is showing the message operating system updates are unavailable. Your system operating system is no longer supported. This is because we are using a pre-release software. So I had downloaded this software I think 2 or 3 days back. So by the this time there will be some further pre-releases, that is the further betas have been released. So this is a what we can say, this is a expired software. That's why it is showing this message. And if we wait for more time, it will load the updates for the that will upgrade the system to the newest beta release. So the stable release is still few days or maybe sometime ahead, because there are some bugs, critical bugs that need to be squashed right now. Okay, so let us check the software repos. What we do is go here and then do the software repos. It is taking little time. So maybe what we do is we restart the system once. So that should solve our issue. Really taking some time. It's taking too much time. So better what we do is we stop our video here and see in the next video. So I will in one another video I will show you what different repositories are enabled. Okay, okay, the system is booting. Better we stick to the video and we continue. I will show you now. So it will not take much time to boot now. I thought it system will take more time, but it restarted. Just wait now. Okay, so let us boot. You can see, so Genome Classic and Genome Classic on Xorg is also available, and Genome on Xorg. And this is the default VLAN session. Okay. So we continue with the VLAN session. There's some issue with the printer. Display output is not active. Okay, issue is solved. Now open the Genome Store. Okay, we will restart the Genome Store. Main, I wanted to show you the repos which get enabled by default. I think we restarted the system while the Genome Store was updating. That might be the issue, because normally Genome Store immediately starts. Okay, it has started, so I will immediately go to the software repos. Let us see what happens. It should open up now. We stop the video here because the software repository is taking too much time to load, because because it is a new installation, so it takes time to update, and there is some network issue right now. We stop here. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. I will try to show you this which software and repositories get enabled in some other video later on. Thank you very much. See you. Bye.